Yo, what's up YouTube? Sharp here, bringing you guys another episode of MLG Breakdown, and today we're going to be breaking down S&D on Grid. I haven't done S&D in this series yet, so this should be a lot of fun. We're playing S&D with my team ICONs Elite, me, Killer, Terrorist, and Ego, and we're playing against ICONs Extravagant, which is Rambo, Revan, Karma, and Bobby. We're both going to be repping ICONs at Orlando and Providence. Rambo brought Extravagant back, so we should be pretty stacked going into that event, icons wise. So off the start there, you see I kill Killa with a grenade just because we haven't really scrimmed S&D a lot, so we don't know what we do, too much. We don't really have that team chemistry down to know what everyone does to a par. So I didn't really expect him to rush up there right away, so I kind of throw a pre-nade. He didn't expect me to throw a pre-nade. I didn't expect him to rush. And as you guys see, I killed him. And right now it's a 1v1, and I saw Bobby run down the stairs, so I predicted him to come out here back alley. That's why I threw a stun. I just didn't really predict him to be coming up there that fast. I didn't expect him to be already around the corner. Luckily for me, he knifed and missed the knife. I was able to jump back and kill him and pick up the kill for us to win the first round, which rounds are more critical now just because MLG changed back to the old rule of first to 4. It was to 6. I don't know why they changed it back. Me personally, I think to 6 was better. But I guess I think they thought the games were going too long. You're going to see right here, I throw that pre-nade out the window. If you guys watch Sharpen Your Skills on the S&D Grid setup, you see I throw that grenade. And it's supposed to land over by the B stairs, and it kills people just kind of hanging out there by the B stairs waiting for people to rush. Now this is my mistake right here. I shouldn't have pushed out to mid-map. I should have just stayed down in bottom B building. But I kind of noticed Ego wasn't really watching A too well. He was kind of looking more towards mid, which, plays on the other part that we haven't really scrimmed S&D, so we don't know where everyone goes. And if you guys are wondering why that round just went that fast, I'm going to skip through the parts where I die just because I'm not going to explain why my teammates are doing what they're doing because I really don't know why, because I'm not in their mind. So I'm just going to skip through when I die. I'm just going to go to the next round. I'm just going to say they won that round. You guys can obviously see it's 1-1. And right here, Killa didn't rush up top A, so right now I'm just kind of watching his back as Terror's up top. We're trying to make a top B push here so we can try to get the bomb down. Killa rushes through middle and actually picks up the guy on bottom B, so I figure, if he's bottom B right now, we can push up in. He's waiting on the stairs for us to get up in there. And, we're thinking B is clear, check all the corners, and then I start planning, and what we didn't expect is Rambo's in this office right here, and he just shoots me through the blinds. And I guess my teammates didn't really know he was in there. I don't know how they didn't, after he killed me, they should have killed him. But, at the event, we'd be in like a party chat type of thing. Since this is PS3, we're not in a party chat, so I couldn't tell them. So they actually end up winning that round. It's 1-2 right now. We're playing defense, and obviously defense is going to be a campy, thing. I'm watching A this round instead of going middle, and all I got to do at A is just sit here and look at this door. This is really all you have to do is just sit here and watch this door and wait for people to run out. As you saw last round, I was watching the middle. We have someone watching the middle for me, so no one comes up behind me. And right now, actually, all 4 of us are alive. So I'm going to show you guys here where everyone on our team is going to be. I'm watching A, and I'm going to show you guys the setup. If you guys watch Sharpen Your Skills on the Grid S&D setup, you see we have Ego over here on this building. He is watching the back alley. And then you see in the window, you see Killa's name. Killa is watching up top B. And then we go over to Terrorist. And Terrorist should be watching, he's watching mid-map, bottom B building. Watch my back and middle, telling me if anyone's coming up behind me as I'm laying right here in this corner. There's about 40 seconds left. Really what you want to do on S&D is force the other team to plant the bomb. Make them have to push up to your side of the map. Don't rush up. You guys will see later in this episode a bad example of what rushing up, actually a good example of what rushing up does, but a bad example of how to play the game. I will show you guys what one of my teammates does on the next defensive round that actually messes us up. But you see right here, this is the easiest job in the game. All I had to do was lay right there and watch that door. People hardly ever go A side. It's really rare for people to go through A because they have to go through that small door, and no one's going to win that gunfight. If it's a pro player going up against a pro player, they're not going to outgun someone just laying there looking at a door. Maybe if you're going up against a less experienced player, you can jump out and kill him. But, most of the time you're not going to kill that guy. If you guys notice, every round I go here to this rock, and I pre-fire middle. And I actually shoot Terrorists right there. I do tell my teammates not to go middle, not to rush down the middle off the start, just because I do pre-fire that. But he did. He got shot. It wasn't really my fault he died, just because he was out in the middle and he was going to die anyway. That one bullet I put in him wasn't going to help. But this is a good example of me and Killa taking control of top B. You know, I push down, I watch his back, you know, his bottom stairs, and then I just kind of lay here and I wait. What we should be doing right now is planting the bomb. I don't know what. I guess Killa jumped out of that window right there, but he does start getting the bomb planted. You know, if you have two people alive, what you want to do is stay together. You don't want to spread apart. And whenever you can get the bomb down, try to get the bomb down, because that forces the other players on the other team to move. As you see right here, we're changing positions a lot just because I didn't know where he was going. He didn't know where I was going. It was kind of bad communication. I was going to watch the back alley. I saw him jump out. And right now, all I'm doing right now is listening for the bomb. I don't really turn my headset up too much when I play. But I did see that guy right there. Instead of fighting that, I could have fought that gunfight. Maybe could have won, you know, because it was to the side. But instead of taking the risk, I decided to run away and just come up behind them. And because the bomb was planted and there's such little time, he has to be up near the bomb site. And don't ask me how this shit happened right here. Somehow I go behind him and he goes in front of me. We just walk right next to each other. And I don't know how that happened, but I do pick up the kill, and it is 3-2 right now. And that was probably the most important round of the game, because now their backs are against the wall. They have to win this next round. We win this round, we're gonna win the match. So that was probably the most important round of the game. And you see right here, look at Ego running down the middle of the map. He tells me, "Oh, I'm gonna change something up and do something new this round. Try a rush." And obviously he dies right off the start. You see by Bobby kill him. And all I was thinking is why? Why did he do that? The last S&D, all four of us stayed alive. You know, no one killed us. I just sat there and laid in the corner the whole entire game and looked at A door, and we won the round. Why change something up? Why go running down the middle and try something new? I like this right here. I shoot the barrel and kill the guy, but I should have expected the guy that was at my A door to run out and push up towards A bomb behind those boxes. I don't know why I didn't expect that. You see right here, Terrace, the last kill of the game, gets a good shot. We won this map 4-2. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of MLG Breakdown. This is Sharp. See you guys on the next episode of Sharpen Your Skills or Road to Pro Gaming. Not sure what I'm going to do next, but this is Sharp. I'm out. Peace.